Ladies and gentlemen, I am going to be flex taping my ass live on camera. Okay, I'm not going to be doing that, but in all seriousness, I'm going to be unboxing my first experience dealing with a Japanese Gamecube. Now, for my history, I did have the silver Gamecube when I was a kid, but I unfortunately sold it, and then eventually later on, I bought a black one and just recently sold that, and I was recently bestowed a Wii that's backwards compatible with the Gamecube games and ports and such. I decided to get a Japanese Gamecube because I thought it would be interesting, and this one is also silver and obviously secondhand. So this was like 130-ish before shipping. I mean, I didn't like unbox it. I took the label off and such, so I'm not expecting things to be pristine. Let's just crack this open and see how things are. And now this is the GameCube that came with the Game Boy player and also the disc included with that, as well as Mario Tennis, Donkey Konga 2, Smash Brothers Melee, Pikmin, and Animal Crossing as part of the package. Yeah, I'll just take all the plastic off now for the tape. And let me put my blade of exact zero aside. And let's see, paper. Let's see what else there is. Lots of bubble wrap, and I definitely see the stack of games. So, and oh wow, they actually have a plastic wrap on here. You know, I would consider myself like a die-hard retro gamer collector of sorts, but so far from what I'm seeing, at least from a packaging perspective, it's great. Now let's see, you got the Game Boy player disc, all in Japanese, and this is actually my first time holding the game case in my hands from Japan for GameCube, and even with other pictures I've seen online where they have this little insert where you put the manual in, it kind of reminds me of like those black plastic sleeves that they used for the NES cards back in the day. It's similarly shaped, but not exactly one-to-one. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? That's just what I think of when I see this compared to your standard GameCube case. And Smash Melee, just even comes with a manual. Sadly, no exterior box, unfortunately, but that's okay. I mean, it's got a handful of scratches, but not a whole lot, so I think it's decent, so that's good. Might as well check the Game Boy case, or Game Boy disc as well. And there's definitely a lot of scratches, so I hope it works. And also Donkey Konga 2. Sorry that the light is messing things up, and I'm dropping things all over the place. Got the manual. And I've never actually played Donkey Konga, so it'll be interesting once I actually get my hands on the Konga drums. Yeah, the disc looks good on that as well. I'll drop whatever that was last, or I'll pick that one up last. And Mario Tennis GC, Go, Joe, or Go, or whatever. Even has a little Japanese writing on there. There we go. But yeah, Mario Tennis 2004 by Camelot. It's only model. Yeah, a handful of scratches too, but they're not like grabbing a knife levels of rough. I mean, it's pretty basic when you buy a used game in general, so hopefully everything should run okay. And this one is... oh. This one is actually interesting. It's a green game, but it's actually Animal Crossing. It's a little rough in comparison to the other ones, but not as rough as the GameCube player disc. So, yeah. And now, for the last thing that I dropped, Pikmin. Yeah, just let me take it out of the case. Let's go, Pikmin! Says Allmark. Yeah, there's only a handful of smudges, but so far, mostly good for the games. Let me get all of this out of the way. I see the GameCube controller, the silver one, or platinum. And let's see, the plug, it's good, judging by what I'm seeing from here. Let's see, the back, There's a little bit of scuffage, but that's okay. I'm not like expecting anything pristine here. The C-stick's a little dirty, but I think that's something isopropyl alcohol can fix. I don't know. I'll have to wait and see. Yeah. Everything else, good so far. Now, here's the Gamecube player. And, yeah. Got a little bit of dirt on there, a little bit of grime, but that's something I could easily clean up. Finally, is the Gamecube wait, hold on. Okay, so I got the Gamecube. Okay, it's a bit dirty inside. Okay, something I just realized. There's no RCA cable, nor is there a power brick adapter. Okay. I guess I'll see if I can run to a local game store and see if I can actually find a decent adapter as well as a decent RCA cable. Okay, so I double checked the listing and it turns out that the power cord as well as the RCA cables weren't included from that listing, so that was more of my fault on my end. But luckily, special thanks to a local game shop / game chain in the area called Play It, I got myself a third-party adapter for the GameCube itself and some RCA cables. So I haven't like looked at any of the reviews for those products, so for $30 for both of them together, I don't know if they're like decent enough, but when I get back home, I'll plug in my GameCube, clean all of it off with isopropyl alcohol, at least the dirty grimes and such, and see how things go from there. And unfortunately, I don't have the tools to actually unscrew everything, so I'll just have to wait and see how everything goes. But I am gonna clean at least the exterior parts, and also, this is before with all the dirt and grime and such, and that button is definitely clicky. So it's mainly just the open button that needs some adjusting, so BRB. All right, so one wipe later, and also 1.5 Q-tips later, just for the dirt and the grime and such. It looks a little better, but the scratches, they are what they are. The paint chips, like on the corners specifically, they're also what they are. But yeah, let me get all this plugged in and see how everything works. And I also used to have a Game Boy collection. Not a huge one, but unfortunately, the only Game Boy related game that I have is Sonic Advance on the GBA, and I actually picked this up recently. And I've never actually played the game before when I was a kid, so let's see if the GameCube player, the Game Boy player works, and let's see how everything goes. And even though I don't have the Eon cable, I will give a little disclaimer that that's the HDMI converter I'll be using. Special thanks to Metal Jesus for making a video on that. And in regards to retro games with my current TV, the problem that I have is if you boot it up normally, when you see the GameCube like drop down and do the animation and such, there's like a 1 or 2 second delay when it comes to booting up retro game systems with RCA cables on the back of the system. So I just want to give you guys a heads up in that regard. So got everything hooked up. Let me put in Smash Melee or DX. Actually, first see if it powers on. And I forgot to turn on the power brick, but there we go. Huh? Oh, wait, I forgot. I need to plug in my controller. It was showing the animation. Oh, wait, there it is. That's never happened like that before. No GameCube animation, so I apologize for that. But yeah, so far... breaking news. Turns out, since my third-party memory card has English games on it, turns out the memory cards aren't region-free, unfortunately, so that's an L on my part. Yeah, so far, it's, I have no idea why any of that read, but okay. Alright, I definitely felt the vibration. That's what she said. Let's see if I can do this one-handed. First time doing one-handed gameplay with or while recording stuff, so okay. At least I know everything works so far. Let's see. Shield works. Z works. Oh. Hold on. X works, Y works, A, B, analog stick, D-pad, pause. Yep, start definitely works, okay, so moving on. Final test is the Game Boy player. Reading a disc. Got that. Let's see.
Laser peak. Eject.
Apparently it doesn't like it when I do some kerfuffles here. I'm sorry, I haven't experienced the Game Boy player before, so please bear with me. Okay, just got a bit of an update. I had to blow on the cartridge, and now it is working. The things I get for not being familiar with the Game Boy player. Let's see. Okay. Looks like it's filling up my screen. Okay. Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, Amy. Let's go Sonic. Sorry about that. I meant to hit A on the controller, but it looks like somebody else already played this before me, so... The thing's about... Oh, only 2 lives. Okay. Let's see me suck at this! Oh! I'm gonna make you eat those words, crabs! Wow, he is... Sonic is going hella fast in this. That could be because I was just running in a straight path, or at least a not so cumbersome path anyway. Oh, hit the box. There we go. I know it's not a box, but still. Oh, hello. Oh, come on. There we go. No, that's not what I meant. Or frogs. Don't let Alex Jones get in the way of things. No spin dash. Alright. Oh, come on! Alright. No idea what that was. No. Yes, come on. Get to the goal, Sonic. Get to the goal, Sonic. Get to the... Oh, wait, there we go. Wait, did I? Oh. Okay. Yeah, I know it's better to use my Elgato in this case, but I just want to see how the hardware works, so yeah. So far, so good, especially with the third-party accessories I got. And also, for a size comparison, here's an American GameCube game. Here's the Japanese one without the boxed cardboard cover sorts. Yeah, huge size difference. But what about the manuals? Are they any different? Let's see. Get out here, Timmy Turner. Let's see, don't need that. And yeah, even the instruction manuals are elongated here, so that's interesting. Overall experience with my very first Japanese GameCube. So far, everything works. I mean, I really can't say much on everything being clean inside, since, like I said earlier in the video, I don't have the necessary tools to unscrew the console to look at everything. I've done what I can when it comes to at least wiping the exterior, and yeah, overall, I'd say, with the exception of the kerfuffles between the lack of an AC adapter, the lack of an RCA cable, and also for the lack of a spare memory card, all of which are my fault, it was interesting. So, yeah. Also, pro tip, if you're ever going to get into retro collecting, or even just like import collecting in general, do as much research as possible with what you currently have versus what you don't have. Like in my case with the Japanese GameCube, get spare stuff if possible. That's really all I could say. So in the meantime, I need some fucking rest.